This is how I made a Cuphead clone with new bosses, 8-bit graphics, and revamped gameplay. If you want to play this for yourself, stick around to the end. Cuphead is one of the most popular platform shooter games ever. The one thing that separates it from the rest is that it has the art style of old 1900s cartoons like Mickey Mouse. That's because every frame you see in the game was hand-drawn by someone and scanned into the game. This is also why it took about 7 years to make. That's a lot of time that I don't have, so I'm going for an 8-bit pixelated approach, especially since I'm using Game Maker Studio 2, which is very great for these types of graphics. Cuphead has had its fair share of clones in the past, like Enchanted Portals, but that didn't do quite well. I'm just hoping this one does a little bit better than that. So what exactly will this game be about? I started out wanting the game to include a fork, knife, and spoon as weapons, which would each do different things. These tools would have different materials: plastic, silver, gold, and diamond. You can notice that this isn't a side-scroller like Cuphead. Since this uses food utensils, I thought it would be a good idea to make the enemies food as well. So I made some vegetable sprites that will chase the player. But how do these utensils actually work? The fork pierces the enemies, so you can hold them back with it. The knife slashes them, so you can hit multiple at one time. The spoon does two things. It can shield the player from any vegetable, so it's the only defensive tool, and it can fire food scraps at enemies, which deals long-range attacks. The enemies drop different utensils for the player to pick up, so the player has to slowly upgrade their weapons. It's important to remember all this because I scrapped all of it. While trying this beta, I never saw it going anywhere. The fork, knife, and spoon were so janky, and none of it really flowed well. So instead of that, I changed it to guns. I created food-based artillery that the player would use instead of the utensils. This would give me a wide variety of gameplay to work with, and would also make it a lot more like Cuphead. The first gun I made was the pea-stool. It's pretty much the default gun. All it does is shoot peas. But the very first thing I need right now is a transition map. I sketched up an island like Cuphead has, but it didn't work great with the 8-bit graphics, so instead I opted for just a forest. I didn't know what to call this game yet, so I asked my friend the Solo Goldfish for potential name ideas. He came up with Kitchen Nightmares and Food Fight. I chose Food Fight because Kitchen Nightmares already exists.
You run a shithole of a kitchen? No. Fuck off!
So the first level I made was a garden because I already had the vegetables from the beta version. I kept the broccoli the same but made the carrot a lot bigger. The carrot now charges from one side of the screen to the other. There's 3 bosses in the garden level: the carrot, a pepper which runs across the screen and shoots fireballs, and the final boss, a tomato, which shoots weird tomato balls. There's also these cucumbers that pop out from the side of the screen. With all these in place, I think the game's complete. I mean, I don't think I need any more guns or levels or... Alright, so I have one level right now, but Cuphead has a bunch, so I'm gonna need to get to work. I found this notebook and wrote a bunch of ideas to come up with for the game. I planned out each level and how they would work. This was really helpful because before I was lost on what to do. But before I make a bunch of levels, I want some type of way to get new guns. I came up with this vending machine that the player can go to and type in the key code of what gun they want. They can switch between guns in the upper left corner. The new guns I added are the assault rifle, sub-caffeine gun, spaghetti gun, and the cherry launcher. There's also a secret gun that you can unlock through a code. The assault rifle does pretty much the exact same thing as a pistol, but a lot faster. The sub-caffeine gun fires very slowly but deals a lot of damage. This gun also increases your speed a lot because caffeine does that. Probably. Spaghetti gun sprays a bunch of spaghetti everywhere, dealing very high damage, but it only works in close range. Finally, the cherry launcher does exactly what it says. It fires cherry bombs that explode. So with these, I can finally start designing different levels. After the garden, there's 5 more levels that the player needs to complete, starting with the first one, a tree farm. This level has one giant orange that you have to face throughout the whole thing. In the beginning of the fight, a pineapple spawns in and fires pineapple shards everywhere. There's also apples that fall from the sky continuously. The orange starts off spitting orange juice in every direction. Then he starts targeting the player in the second stage. Lastly, he starts raining orange juice from the sky and shooting drops from the left side of the screen. There's a lot going on in this boss, but Cuphead bosses are meant to be hard. After you kill the orange, you collect 2 coins from him, which allows you to buy new guns. The next level is a candy shop. It starts out with a lollipop spinning around you that slowly cracks as you shoot him. There's also small candies that are flying at you from the top. Then a chocolate bar with the top hat comes out as chocolate shards fly at you. When you kill him, he slowly breaks off into pieces, which turn into their own enemies that you have to kill. When you finally kill him, it cuts to black and you get 2 more coins. This level is my least favorite of them all. I don't like how I did the art for the chocolate or the background. But whatever, I guess. Let's move on. Next up is a restaurant. This level has a giant salt shaker that rains salt from the ceiling. There's also relish bottles that fly at you, and mustard bottles that follow you that you actually have to shoot at. This level is alright in my opinion, but it's just kind of bland and uncreative. Let me know what you guys think. There's 2 more levels to get done in this Cuphead knockoff, but before I get to them, I just want to say, if you guys are liking this video, make sure to like and subscribe. I put a lot of work into this game, and doing that really helps. Anyways, the second to last level I made is a farm. It starts out with the block of cheese, which does the same thing as a carrot, going back and forth across the screen, but it also spawns goldfish that fly towards you. There's eggs that rain from the sky, and when they fall, they take a while to go away. And there's butter that slides across the screen. All this combined makes for a difficult experience. After the cheese dies, a milk carton spawns in. He slowly gets more and more rotten as you kill him, and pukes milk from his mouth. All in all, this is one of my favorite levels. It combines a bunch of aspects from other bosses and puts them into one. But there's one more level that I made that is my absolute favorite. It's so good that I saved it for the end of the game. The player can't play this level unless he kills every other boss. This level is the bakery. The bakery has a donut that rolls around the screen and sprays sprinkles everywhere. There's also a pumpkin pie that spawns in and fires its pieces in a circle. The bakery has my favorite design out of any other. After the donut is dead, a cookie with a top hat comes running in and spawns Hershey Kisses that fly towards the player. You might be wondering why I put a top hat on some of these character designs, and I don't really know. But when the cookie dies, things get crazy. A slice of bread rolls in, firing breadcrumbs at the player, and spawns mini pieces of bread, and cupcakes spawn from the top and shoot cherry bombs. You can see why I saved this level for last. After completing this level, you finally reach the end of the game. What I didn't add yet is a story. I made a cutscene at the start of the game that explains how each food place separated, and how the muffin player escaped the bakery with his muffin girlfriend, but she got taken by the bakery again, and now he's out for revenge. And I made this popcorn guy who guards the bakery and says that if you take out every other food place, you can be let in, and he gives you some coins, which starts it all. The story doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but I don't really care. One thing I forgot to mention throughout this entire video is that I made custom soundtracks for every single level of this game, including the map and the vending machine. I used FL Studio and some plugins to make these beats. They're pretty simple, but I just thought because Cuphead has a bunch of custom soundtracks, why shouldn't I? I also used SFXR to make 8-bit sound effects, like the gun shooting and explosions and stuff. Here's what some of the level themes I made sound like. Food Fight is available on Steam and itch.io. I'll leave the links in the description. I made it cost $2 because I want money. Even though the game probably has a lot of bugs, I don't really care. Cuphead costs $20, okay? I think 10 times less that is a fair price for a knockoff. Anyways, make sure to buy this if you're interested. And if you do buy it, leave a comment or a review just so this game can get popular and I can get more money. I also interviewed my friends to see what they thought of the game, and this is what they said. So what do you guys think of the game?
I thought it was great. The bosses were really creative. The fights were pretty cool. Overall, I liked it.
How do you guys think it compares to Cuphead?
Well, you know, I mean, obviously Cuphead's got like a team of animators and stuff, but I think it was pretty good. A lot of clever little food puns.
Yeah, you know what? I'd have to agree with that. Honestly, I've never played Cuphead, but this game made me hungry.
You know, other Cuphead knockoffs, like Enchanted Portals, it got like overwhelmingly negative reviews. You think this will be the same, or is it better?
To not get overwhelming. Yeah, I think it'll get positive reviews, as long as they don't get bugged out at the start, like I did.
Well, you know what? Those other games don't have a giant donut that rolls around and shoots sprinkles at you. So there's your answer.
What do you think of the art style?
No, the art style was really good.
You know what? I actually quite enjoyed the art style. It was really simplistic, but I feel like that almost added to the game, right? You weren't really too distracted with focused on completing the objectives.
Every frame of this game was a new Mona Lisa. I have never played a game, and I mean never in my life, as visually interesting as this 8-bit game with a blank green background. It was amazing. Thank you.
The bosses, were they good?
Oh, I thought the one with the milk where he was like getting spoiled as you were like beating him, I thought that was funny. When he was like vomiting stuff. I thought that was pretty cool.
You know, me personally, I didn't like any of the guns. I actually preferred when it was just utensils that you were using, but whatever. Not too offended that was removed or anything.
I really like the spaghettling gun. It had The game just went easy mode as soon as I unlocked that thing. I mean, the rate of fire was crazy, spread, you barely have to aim, it was so good.
There's another thing I didn't mention yet, and it's that all this development I said I've been doing, it happened about 2 years ago. I kind of just let this game sit until realizing that I can make a video about it, and that's why if you look on Steam, there's an egg update that I did for Easter. Overall, Food Fight is definitely one of the games ever. It's very different from the games I make nowadays, which are mostly 3D horror. Make sure to check them out too. If you like this video, subscribe and leave a comment so YouTube will recommend this more, and I'll get more subs, which is a larger audience for future games. If you really want to help out, support me on Patreon. This helps me buy asset packs and resources for my games, which aren't knockoffs like this one. Anyways, thank you for watching, and that's about it.
Yeah, this game sucks, dude. Can you delete it, please? Can we get it off the store?